Jensen Causeway. It's the way to take you to Jensen Beach. And I thought it's a beautiful sunset. Take you on a walk. It's been a long ass time since I've been here. We'll start the show. Finding all kind of sunset. I was going to wait a minute, but I think we're about at the end. Big pile of dirt over there. Repairing the seawall, I guess. It reveals underneath something interesting. By Dr. Longo. Yeah, it looks like evidence of old stuff. Of course, we always look for the old stuff. It's fascinating. So, some old geopolymer. It's kind of look like block work. Maybe it was just splatted down geopolymer. There's another area up there. Can't zoom in at all. Oh, somebody's watching. Great. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please leave a comment. And let's talk to the future. Future people, meet your past. Yeah. So I think the last time that I was here, all this stuff was just sand. Just some different kind of grass, maybe. Beach grass. But I don't remember very well. Like I was thinking before, I probably haven't been here since Van Halen was going on, like the first. But maybe I've been here in the 90s. I don't know if I was here in the 2000s. It would have been the very early 2000s. You gotta go, but I want to get the leash out from under your legs. Lift your leg. Come on. Thank you. She's late. It's the golden hour here in Jensen. We're not quite at Jensen Beach. Jensen Beach is over that way. Maybe the whole town is. The town is over there, sort of. Just chilling out here before. Listen to a table. I'm trying to do something really important going on right there. Let you know. Yes. Yeah, that's it. People are falling down there. This guard room. It's like, hey, kind of want to guard, but I don't really want to guard that much. Guard over there. Right here, down here. Dusty, stop pulling me. Alright, that was awesome. So, I'm thinking about posting up here tonight. It's no camping, but it's a 24-hour facility. Everybody's fishing. This lady's been at it for a little while. Dusty, please. Damn. Oh, she hears a dog. There's a cute white retriever we saw a little while ago. Hey, Sterling, what's up? A lot of wind noise. Should I cover it? Maybe if I hold it like this. Let me know if that helps at all. Otherwise, just feel the wind through the internet. Just let it shake your house. Sterling, where are you at? You're on the, you were going to sleep last time, I think, or something like that. Which tells me maybe you're on another continent or something. Or just keep different hours than I do. Well, this is South Florida. The Intercoastal Waterway. This is brackish water, partly salty, partly fresh. It's amazing how much fresh water. It's looking pretty flat over there, but all kinds of fresh water comes coursing into the ocean, where it meets this salty water, and you know, this causeway looks like it was built on old shell middens that they just probably bulldozed here and there and made it the way they wanted. But I imagine there was probably some kind of little islands dotting the way. Now we got condos. They did manage to keep a bunch of the nature intact. Oh, we lost a couple of people. All right, well, enjoy. We're talking in the future. Where the hell did they get these rocks? Looks like basalt. That stuff was under some pressure for a while. I see quartz veins. What the hell was going on? Is this Atlantis, folks? That's the remains of Atlantis right there. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Yeah, do you see those quartz veins? It's like the same as up in Washington. It's crazy. Where the hell did these rocks go? Oh. Dusty's getting used to it. She was mortified to do stuff like this just a little while ago. Let's go take a look at the other side. So we're looking north now toward Port St. Lucie and Fort Pierce. Now west. Found a cute little spot in those trees. Did I bring my fishing pole? I haven't fished since I was a little boy, and I wasn't really into it. But these people do look like they are into it, and so I give them a lot of credit. Feed yourselves. I've been giving all my money to the supermarket. I know I'm still hungry. Yeah, no fishing pole for me. But I'd be more inclined to cultivate seaweed. That stuff doesn't look like I want to eat it, but um, that's probably what I would do down here. I would find a way to post up a little shoreline spot, some neglected piece of land, and then see about cultivating some seaweed, some kind of freshwater pearls or whatever. And then on the land, gotta have some bananas, some star fruit, dragon fruit, mangoes. What else we got here? Gotta go a little farther south for the avocados. Maybe I should let that guide me. I should go where the avocados grow instead of paying $1 each. They're falling off of trees. Little remnants of the old boardwalk, or not the pier, I don't know, some kind of marina thing. Let's take a look. I wanted to walk on the other side. Dusty, please don't pull me. Fuck. I know it'd be funny for you all at home to see me go whoop, bam, splash. Stop. Just control yourself. People gotta leave their trash. I don't get it. I just don't give a shit. They know it's all going back to the earth, but in the meantime, it just looks like shit, and the fucking fish and the birds try to eat that plastic. That's Dusty, please. Fuck. Just walk on here. Step up. Come over here. Yes. Step up. Stop being scared of everything. You're the biggest monster out here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I've done this stuff before. The remnants. Let's see what's going on over here. Got the school memorial. Art Stewart. I put these here. She's pulling me so hard, it's ridiculous. So these pieces are quite old. There's signs around asking not to take this kind of stuff, so I won't. Alright. She's pulling me over here. Eat something. Or let's go. Yeah, so people fish here all hours of the night. I think that's awesome. Nice place to put your dinghy. Please stop spazzing out, Dusty. It's like she doesn't know where to go. She's left, right, turn back around, smell over here. anywhere that I want to go is the opposite of what she wants to do. But she wants to go beg these people. Come on. Get out of the way. Don't knock over the fucking motorcycle. Let's watch this crazy thing. I saw this before. Corpus Christi, that's where you're at. So you got some beach down there, right? I don't think I've ever been there. But from what I gather, it seems like it could be a kind of ideal situation. Beautiful palm tree with sun. And this is the sea grape. Love these. These things are hardy. They start out from just, a mass of these little seedlings, and then some of them, they just manage to, let's see, are any of them sticking up? Like I'll go to grab them and they'll be in the ground. These all look pretty beat up. But elsewhere, there's some low sproutlings coming up. Yeah, so from that, you get these, and the cycle continues. Sea grapes, I think they're a fig. Those little things, when you look inside, they have tiny, tiny little seeds like a fig. Let's see. All right. Dusty, pronto. Get by my side and you stay. Clatu Varada Nicto. You getting all of this? These people went at it. They got something to say. I don't think pyramids are built by aliens. I'm more of a geopolymer person myself. Just poured, not dragged. Occupying Mars. Awesome. Space. Yeah. So I guess I don't agree. I don't agree with everything that's going on here, but I love that they're expressing themselves. We got some little retards over here. Having more fun. Are you gonna chase that thing? This is Dusty's first time meeting a robot car. What you gonna do, doggy? That's good. Right. That's how you have fun on a Sunday. Rocky Mountain Bear, welcome. Texas uses granite along the edges. Oh, granite, that's good stone. I've seen some videos of, I think it's Brighton in England. Oh no, is it Brighton in New York? Gosh, right by where I lived. Maybe both Brightons. But the jetties are just made of old pieces of buildings. It just looks like old Roman architecture, just smashed. It's a cool little trailer here. Another loading truck that's got somebody staying. Dusty, you saw it. Pollution rampant in Texas. Pollution, thankfully, isn't terrible here. It could be a lot worse. And I think that it's, I only pick up stuff that I think is going to choke the turtles or whatever. I'm not picking up cardboard boxes anymore and whatever. I went to pick up a piece of styrofoam at another park. I flipped it over and there was all these little barnacles stuck on it and algae and whatever. And I said, you know what? This thing's already part of the environment. I just put it back where it was. I said, what's the point in throwing it out and then killing all those little weird creatures? So sometimes it's a judgment call. But there's some garbage. These people are loving life, laughing all day. It's awesome. I've been here for a few hours now. Dusty's looking for a definite monster trap right there. I need a kayak, dude. All right, just you can PayPal me, and we'll get that. We'll have a little escrow fund. We'll get one fund for the kayak, one fund for the ProMaster band. I guess one fund for the fishing pole. Then we'll probably have to hire someone. And a fund for a little boat. When I was in Louisiana, the boat's picking up. I was in Louisiana, and they're not even boats. It's like a little barge, and you just basically build a cabin on a barge, and just, get some motors or whatever, or I guess the Tom Sawyer way would be just a big old pole, push it around. But like now, it's, these guys have all their luxury boats and stuff. Nature is better at cleaning up after us than we are. Yeah, nature is not going anywhere. I just like doing things that are kind of in the flow with it. Some things prosper. That's my thinking. What was I talking about? Oh, a little barge. How crazy would that be? Just make a little thatched hut on a barge. And, I guess in the really old days, they would just pile up some reeds, make a mat, float it on the water, throw some reeds and mosses and stuff on top, and just keep piling up stuff, and then eventually it becomes an island, and before you know it, you got a whole civilization. Nice fat shells. Remember when Google Maps would tell you to rent a kayak and sail across the Pacific if you asked directions from USA to Japan? I do not remember that, but that seems freaking crazy. Not so crazy if you're just going up to Alaska. And really not so crazy if you think about that you're just going to skirt all the coast. For starters, when I stopped believing in the globe, then the idea of going across the ocean, you're not going across the girdle of the thing. You're just going to follow the current that goes along the coastline. Your beach is in the 90s already? Damn, Texas. I don't think it was that hot here. Yeah, I have a second shirt on all day. There's been some overcast. That dog. Paddle across. People did it, man. And carry some taro root and some kava while you're at it, and exchange that with people on the islands in between. Something I learned a little bit back, that some of these sailors in the Pacific, they would have certain songs that they would sing while they were paddling, and then long song, and then when they would get to the end of the song, everything was timed that they should be at a spot to pick up another current, and then they would sing a different song and go with that current. And that's about all I know about that, but I think that's so crazy. And a separate thing that I had learned was that if they did get lost, they would look at the side, look down off the side of the boat, the canoe or whatever, dugout, and by measuring the size of the ripples and the angles, they could tell where the land masses were and how far. Now, how crazy is that? And this is all people who are just oral tradition, right? You know? So, I don't know, man. Who's more advanced? You're wearing your work coat, flannel gloves, and a beanie. It was so cold. Where are you at, RMB? And don't tell me you're in the Rockies. Some older maps are a trip. Old maps are a trip. I like the old Mercator map where it's got a bunch of land around the North Pole. Yeah, like those 4 islands. What the hell is that all about? Mount Meru. Look at this guy. This place is turning into a party. Woo. If we were in Japan, this would probably be filled up with those dudes with the crazy lights and stereos all over their stuff. I'm actually a little surprised that all the racer kids, well, you know, maybe they all got chased out of here and it's supposed to be fishing designated. And people don't tolerate the revving engines and shit. Whoa, that dude is breaking the toy. Not wise. Doing skate moves on the robot car. You're in Utah. Utah's nice. There's a lot about Utah that I love. North, south, east, west. There was a chance that I could have found myself living over by, what is it, Delta? And I want to say Highway 15, 15, something like that. Where the red and the white rock, where like the dirt is red and the white is rock, it just caps. Some of that land formation shows up in Durango, and when I saw it out in Delta, I thought, really nice. But so freaking lonesome out there. So I never tried it. But maybe in the past life. Probably. Dusty, you stay. She's being a good girl. Did we lose Sterling? No, Sterling. 1, 2. Keeps toggling. But I just have to remember, I'm super thankful that you all are tuning in right now. And I also want to thank the future people who are going to find this. And going to tune into some rambling musings. So loud ass stereo. Not as much of the Haitian music up here. One county too far, I guess. Plenty of hip hop. No shortage of that. And some salsa. There's a lot of salsa music around. Let's see, we got some About an hour southeast of SLC. So many great places to explore out in the West Desert between here and Delta. Oh, dude, I imagine so. The last trip I took was, oh gosh, was it 2016 when my RV was, it started, it started with a water pump issue, and I eventually blew the head gasket, and I crawled across Utah. But I didn't go down by Delta. I was coming from Oregon through something like Mountain Home, Idaho, and then down diagonally across Utah to, I think I went through Vernal. But man, when your car's not doing good, Utah is intimidating. Idaho too, goodness gracious. Stepped away. Oh, welcome back. Great places to explore. Yeah, Utah's got some special land. You've got that cryptobiotic soil, that crusty, mossy, that ancient. Wow, what the hell? You want to go to the underground lakes in Utah. Interesting. Sounds like a trip. How far underground? I get a little claustrophobic thinking about going into caves and stuff. I'll be happy if I get to check out some freshwater springs on my way back. Florida has a lot of springs, and I'm hearing about one. I think it's called Jenny. So we'll see. Just found out there's going to be I guess I knew, but I've been hearing more about it. There's a gem show coming up. It's actually two, because what I did see that I didn't know. I was in Melbourne yesterday, and Melbourne is going to have an H&R gem show just like the one that was in Palm Beach. So I'm like, I don't know. I didn't really get too much. Didn't see what I was after. But then this other one that's somewhere near Orlando, I feel like I might have to check that out. So maybe I'll time my exit for that. And then do some live streaming from the gem show. So that was it. It's definitely gonna make me not want to stay here overnight. But the cute little spot that I thought about going to, that's over that way, it's just right next to a street. I mean, it basically looks like a place that people pull off to check their oil or something. But I thought if I pick up some of the trash, maybe I'll have some good vibes. Dusty, please. Why don't you roll around in this dirt? Sun shines into the caves. Okay, step on it in Moab and you're liable to get the death penalty. Dude, forget Moab, Monticello. Man, they'll hang you out to dry. But actually, you know what? I take that back. They will scare the daylights out of you and hold you for 4 days. And as long as you cough up some funds, they let you go pretty good. but that was a long time ago. I don't know how things are now. I would have to think that Utah is mellowed out. They get so much tourist traffic that you don't want to discourage the tourists from coming to your town, like hassling them with too many tickets for stupid shit. This dude's determined to get onto the live stream. I mean, if you're gonna do that, just get some kind of baffles for the trunk or whatever the fuck is rattling, so it sounds good at least. You know, you want your car stereo to sound good and not sound like shit. People have to learn at their own pace. So 36 minutes in. Florida, nice beaches. Corpus Christi, very similar. Yeah, I never made it that far down. Usually when I'm crossing Texas, I'm like headed along the Oklahoma border, just trying to get through as quick as I can. Yeah, maybe if Texas was more civil about pot, that would. I mean, that's the only thing that bothers me about them is the idea that if I'm smoking a doobie, that somebody's gonna have a problem. I think I'm trying to fucking tear down their country. Oh, it's not even its own country yet. What am I saying? How long until Texas separates? Won't be long. Pretty much the same. Moab residents hate outsiders with a passion, yet they rely on them at the same time. It's kind of weird. Yeah, what's the point in hating them? I mean, just, if anything, just prank on them. But, yeah, New Mexico has a thing like that too. They don't like the tourists or whatever. And what do they like? Well, I think they like sitting in traffic, playing video games, listening to just mediocre hip-hop. But their parents, they fucking love tourists because they made all kinds of crafts and grew fruit, and you know they were down for having tourists come and stay in their casita and all this. But things have changed now. Everybody's just trying to hate on somebody. Yeah, where are those lakes? 100 miles from Mexico. Yeah, I mean, in Texas, 100 miles is like, don't you have to go 100 miles to get a gallon of milk, some eggs? 100 miles is, yeah, just to go see your mother-in-law. You gotta go 100 miles. New Mexico's kind of like that too. I've been doing so much driving around here. Yesterday I went up to Melbourne, so that's a couple of hours from the Palm Beaches. And I left from Stewart, so that gives me about a 45-minute head start. And I guess my report for that, Fort Pierce, cool town. Port St. Lucie, wasn't able to really get to the heart of town. I'm not sure what's going on, if it's just all spread out. I'll have to check back there again. I don't really remember much about Port St. Lucie from the past. Big bridges. I am now on the Jensen Causeway. I'm underneath. Oh, look at this crazy car. It's like a bike car. Fun times. Definitely want to wear a helmet with that one. Looks like a total flipper. Yeah, so the Jensen Causeway, Jensen Beach is this way at the end of the causeway. I did a film from there at midnight a few nights ago. If you want to scroll back and look at some of my recent vids, just like a quick little, maybe a half hour or something like that. And it's pretty dark, so I don't know. It's going to be funny seeing what the appeal of these videos in the long run is. Like, can't hear him, it's all windy, can't see anything. Oh, this is it. Look at this kid. Come on, child. Listen to your mommy. Dusty. Dusty's trying to get involved. Dusty, are you on patrol? Yeah, you're babysitting now? What are you doing? Dusty the diva. She's ready to eat some food. Are you ready to have food? Not my toe. Jesus. Raised 5 miles from Mexico in a small town, 60 miles from South Padre Island. Ow! Man, that really does hurt. Yeah, I've heard that area is just really beautiful. Is it really crystal clear water there? Check it out. Last I saw, I was on the opposite coast. Huh. The furthest west I've been lately is Tucson. Dusty did go to Tucson. Took her to the gem show. That was a little test run for this trip. I'm out here checking in with my mommy. What the hell, dog? You don't think your teeth work or something? You just gotta really... This is a disobedient dog right there. Ow! Going for the ankle skin. Clear and warm. Right on. So what's the drawback? Why isn't everybody there? I bet that they have a bunch of refineries and shit like that. Come on, Dusty. Seriously, you trying to knock me down now? This dog is goof. It's the Dusty Show. Alright, Dusty, you gonna show them how we play? This is how we play. When she starts making me mad, then I step on all her stuff. You don't like it and your feet stepped on. How about your chin? Step on your lip. It was when I was driving around in the middle of the night. We were hanging with Dave and everybody rocks in the chat. Ow! Oh, now you're done. I sufficiently screamed enough that she knows it's game over. Well, where was I driving? My memory's gone. Was I driving with Dave? Or was Dave was on the... Yeah, Dave doesn't come to my chats too much. Oh, he's at the Denver show. Yeah. Yeah, I have to check in on some of those videos I missed of him doing that. Denver show's a great show. Yeah, if you're in Utah... Totally unnecessary. I'm thankful all his friends aren't here too. I'm guessing it's a dude. It could be a lady. Chicks love their loud mufflers here too. Excuse me. I keep calling them mufflers. They're resonators. Yeah, I've been here in Florida since early March. Like the last couple of days of February I got here. Or maybe even March 1st. I don't know. took me 2 or 3 days to get down here, and she wants to go in. You want to go lay down, honey? You want food? You look tired. What do we got here? Boat. Man, 45 minutes flew by. Come this way, baby. Yeah, I think I need one of those GoPro things so I could do other stuff. Y'all can watch me feed my dog. Jump up. Sterling says that Padre, nice place to grow up. Yeah. Make America nice again. Don't know what to do. Oh, first star coming out. Let's see. This thing won't really focus or do it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to show about this place. There's another area at the east side. Like there's a little walkway that'll get you Broadway, but then the middle is open. And I liked this area. There was better trees here, so I came back over here. And I wanted y'all to see the trees. But there's a cool little beach that also seemed like a possible spot. There's a little beach at the end of the Causeway over there. And being that it's Sunday night, it might be pretty clear. But I might just stay around here. I've got some food. Could put my blanket down here. They say no camping, but people are going to be goofing off with their motors. But I guess I could sit here with my dog and cheer on people as they cruise by, revving their engines. I don't know. We'll see. The spot looks like it could use some love. Some ancient site. Maybe this was it? I don't think it was a water spout. Something was here. Something will be here again. Maybe as soon as this evening. Then I'll have to start changing all the rules and putting up signs. No hippies. I'll be like, okay, I'll put back all the trash that I've been picking up. Any weird lights in the sky? Wow. Yes, actually, last night I saw another one, and it's funny because I didn't go live, but I've been taking these films after the fact and just basically pointing at the sky and saying, I saw something a minute ago right there. Yeah, so what was it? It was a falling star that went, I think I was looking either north, or I think it was north, but could have been east. Anyhow, it came from in my vision, it came from the top right, diagonally down, and it was a green shooting star with a kind of a magenta pink glow. And I saw I saw a crazy falling star the other night, and that one turned from white to green. I haven't been seeing any, you know, any of the real interesting stuff. But still, I'm thankful that I'm seeing cool stuff. And one thing I did see, which has a bullshit explanation, it was I did get a video of that. I sent it to Dave and a few other people. It was a fireball type thing that was going horizontally in the sky. This is above Jupiter. And then the next day I found out that SpaceX did their launch. But I just thought, wow, really? I was headed straight for the water. And I mean, what kind of rocket is going sideways anyway? I know they like to say that it's going up, but the rotation of the Earth underneath makes it look like it's going sideways. And, I don't know. I guess I'm 52 now, so I don't believe in everything that somebody tells me. That sounds like bullshit. Hotel's so high now you use a tent. Yeah, dude. Good for you. Yeah, there's my camper. No, it's ridiculous that after all that Airbnb stuff, hotels now, and rent and everything, it's all fucking bullshit. But good luck trying to get an old, just an old van like this guy's got over here, because I think they're crushing all the old vans so that everybody is forced to take out a second mortgage or whatever to have a fucking van. To have a Sprinter van is like just way too much. I saw a Rialta yesterday. Thanks for reminding me. Do you remember Rialta, the Winnebago Volkswagen mashup? And now that I know someone with a Rialta and I've driven one, I can say that, they're nothing to really get excited about, but there is still something that's cool about them. But I'd really rather have a ProMaster van and then do my own interior. Well, now that I've been doing this, it really seems like I ought to bring out that blanket. They launched that rocket across the land cut. Yeah, dude, you got it, man. You can drive on the beach down here. That's awesome. When I was in California, we went to Pismo Beach for the afternoon. And Pismo Beach has a really wide beach, and everybody's got their Jeeps and vans and all their stuff is just totally posting up on the beach, and it just seems like pretty heavenly. Yeah. It's cold water there, though. I think we've got warmer water here. One time there was a rocket launch. Somebody recorded the rocket still flying horizontally, and then they said they were something like 50 miles away from the launch. I'm trying to put that together in my head. I don't know. Yeah, it's all phony baloney. A while ago, it's been years since I really was looking into it, but there was people showing how, like, basically comparing a rocket launch with all its fire and smoke and bullshit noise, and then just a simple hot air balloon launch, and they go up at the same rate. And so maybe inside those big silos is just, they're just freaking balloons, balloons with a lot of hot mess on the bottom end. And then everybody just is thrilled. Yeah, and they send it over the water, dump it. I was guessing that maybe they dump it all in the Bermuda Triangle to discourage people from going and scavenging it. But that one that I saw the other night, I got 2 videos of it, one horizontal and one vertical. The vertical one is better. The horizontal one, it was already kind of over. But I was in Tucson when the Starman launch happened, but I did not know that was supposed to be a rocket. To me, it just looked like a crazy UFO that split into 3. And then, but what was strange about that was the pre-arrival with all the helicopters and military jets and shit. Like, why do they need to be circling around Tucson right before a rocket passes by? That just seemed very strange. So it kind of all reminds me of like David Copperfield and stuff. Let's see what we got. California water's cold. Yes, yes, yes. Government doesn't tell us, God. Who knows what's going on in those big sailors? You're in the service when you're young. I saw a recruitment thing at one of the beaches here. Maybe it was up at Vero Beach. They're recruiting for, I guess, special ops people or whatever. They're looking for, the next wave of young people to stop guarding the true homeland and then go and get their asses jacked up overseas. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I apologize, but hear this, future people. Think about how if you're sending the bravest, most fit, maybe even most acute and mentally just sharper than myself, right? These guys, the alphas. So you take all your 18 to 21-year-old alphas, and then you send them away from their land and their families, their communities. You send them, across this place, and then they come back all PTSD and whatnot. Does that seem like a really good strategy? Or is there something else going on? It would seem to me like you would want to keep all those dudes here to help build your nation, right? Which was already pretty damn thriving before all the downsizing, offshore bullshit. So, that's my 2 cents. Let's go grab a doggy. Put down a blanket. Let's see what kind of interesting things happen. Hello. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go. Oh, poor baby. You want to bring your Bonnie? Let's go. You did that and blew up things. Yeah, man. So that's a skill. Well, welcome back, brother. And I hope that your energy and your time wasn't wasted. What do you think, Dusty? Is this a spot? You do suffer. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not just talking bullshit. Do you think that maybe, looking back, that you think that maybe you could have served your country in a different way had you not been playing war games? And I give no judgment. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it just seems like they're just trying to trash the generations, one generation after another. Just send them off to fucking fuck with other people's lives. I don't know how many different ways to say it. Now, this is a cozy spot for a doggy. New score. Got this. I did a live stream the other day from the antique shop before I left. I noticed this thing in the dark. Pulled it up. I said, I know what that is. This is called a chill spot. Let's test it out. Thingy. Ta-da! This is welcome to Florida, baby. Xanax 3 times a day. My sister, well, I shouldn't really talk about that. I know she used to, maybe not anymore, but she used to give me hell for smoking weed, and she took Xanax. CBD, that's good. I've been using this Delta 8 stuff, which is some other THC. It's different than tetrahydrocannabinol. And I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but it feels good. It feels all right. I don't get super wasted, but I don't feel bad smoking it in front of a cop, for sure. I mean, I smoked in front of cops in Colorado and New Mexico, but I would be less inclined to do that in Florida. But this stuff, yeah, I don't think they give a shit. They're over it. If you're not tweaking out, if I'm not taking bath salts, I think they feel relieved. Times was different. Do not complain was the mantra. When you were in the Navy, you're saying that was the mantra? Don't complain. Wow. It's one thing to complain, it's another thing to address an issue. And you can't address an issue without discussing it first. Complaining, though, I get that. It could get kind of annoying if we just complain about stuff and don't put our energy into changing it. Yeah, that was the whole thing with the government. It's just to kind of put into the hands of strangers the business of taking care of shit that we don't want to deal with ourselves. And so, hey, Sporto. All right. Yeah, so like around here, Dusty, get back. Sit down, lay down. Right now. You had your bone. What'd you do with your bone? You just walked away from it. Okay, so back to the story. I noticed the land here. Okay, so it grows, right? And so they'll tear down a pine forest to potentially put in a housing subdivision or a shopping center, hotel, whatever. And if the plan doesn't go through, then things grow back. So you have this secondary kind of brush and on its way to becoming a forest again. And in that lives all kinds of freaking creatures, right? And a bunch of them would be dangerous to people. So instead of just moving in there, they'll have a government or something that will manage that land. And, then the government's like, well, while we're at it, we'll also just manage all you people too. Does that make sense? Oh, baby. Hey, Sprite, I went to look for my other videos, and there's nothing there, only a list of future live streams. Weird. Shadow ban. That was happening in the beginning, and then they were up. So I don't know what to do differently. It's odd. Thank you for letting me know, Bear. And you say there's a list of future live streams. That doesn't make sense. Like, are they going to premiere my live streams at a later date? I thought that after 24 hours, or after 48 hours, they were putting them up. Yeah, because, I'm so influential. I'm just like the YouTube influencer. They don't want me to say things to get it out there. There might be 2 people. Well, 2 people and 4 likes. So I'll thank a couple of algorithms for liking today's show. Dusty, just chew your bone, honey. Well, we're an hour and 8 minutes in. I don't believe it. I guess this is my night. I don't really feel like driving around anymore. Your friend who was a gunny said the changes they made in the military basically hamstrung the drill sergeants. Huh. Interesting. Huh. I don't know. They're just making way for the clone armies. They're just going to grow us in jars and send us around fighting with robots, robot dogs. That's weird. My videos aren't showing up. That's just. And who do you complain to? Who do you air your grievance with? Dear YouTube, please let people see my videos. And they'll say, oh, be a premium member. And we'll let people know you had a voice in the wind. Well, there's a cool little planet star thingy over this tree. Let's call in some UFOs. Hey, everybody. It's playing. It's pretty quiet, though. Alright. Let's call while. Who asked about seeing lights? Back. I can't read. Have you guys been seeing any strange lights? How did that come up? That's a great question. There's a little blinky light. Yeah, I mean, it seems like the safest bet if you're going to be a so-called alien hot rodding around in a spaceship. Just make it look like a plane. Nobody's gonna. Like, who cares? Or don't even have lights, right? I've seen stuff that just vanished, right? Light in the sky, and then just no light. So that tells me, well, they can turn off the lights. So how many of them are just flying around with no lights on? And yeah, that was kind of around when I stopped seeing a bunch of them. Maybe they got their message across. Because in 2018, I think I only saw one grouping. And then it wasn't until last fall, maybe, I started seeing some things in Chimayo. Some sunrise, extra little lights, funny things. One that was going across to Colorado. But the crazy stuff, though, it's down in Apache Junction, and Longmont, Colorado, Apache Junction, Arizona. A few incidents, very unusual. And, there's enough air bases down there that tells me, all right, so it could be whoever. But whoever is driving, they have some unusual craft. And these are craft, they're not just lights. They're boxy looking, not aerodynamic. That's all I'll say about it. Oh, I'm missing. You guys are on your chat. Let's see. Your dad on Close Encounters, fifth kind. The fifth kind, so that's the third kind was just seeing them, right? Fourth kind is hitchhiking with them. What's the fifth kind? You're married to E.T.? Air astronaut lights. Okay, cool. Dusty, stay here right now. I don't know what you hear that you think you got to go and investigate. Get over here. Yes, that's good. Chew your bony. I think I'm not advocating anybody do this at home, but I think I'm going to drug my dog. You ready, sweetheart? Animal abuse on tape, caught. Okay, you're going to feed your dogs and cats and call it a night. All right, Sterling, thank you for joining. Hello to doggies and kitties. Dusty, you stay. We're talking about dogs and cats here. Oh, what are you doing? You're getting all in my business. You're just curious. You have seen some weird stuff in the sky here in Utah. I bet you did. One of my first things was in Utah. We also have a military testing range out west. Huge area in western Utah is a no-fly zone. Yeah, no shit. Fifth is where you initiate the contact. All right, well, then we're doing it. Number 5 right now. You had a wolf hybrid who loved his greenery a little too much. Oh, funny. Oh, man. That's great. The dog's just like, come on, load me up. first time through Utah, first time in this body. Yeah, I was on a road trip from Durango, going to see the dead at Shoreline near San Francisco, and somewhere probably about somewhere between Monticello, Moab, and Green River, I'm gonna guess. Maybe between Monticello and Moab. And the sun was just going down. It was just that kind of twilight time, and I was sitting in the back seat. Remember those Honda Preludes that this dude Nate, he was driving his Prelude, and I was in the back seat on the driver's side and looking up, and this kind of, not a star with a bright light, it was up there, and I had this thought, like, as soon as I try to tell these guys to look, the thing's going to disappear. And as I thought that, it disappeared. And I was just like, oh. Before that, it had been years and years. I hadn't seen anything. Yeah, so that was 89. And after that, I guess it was 90. Summer, saw crazy lights in the Jemez in New Mexico on a trip from Durango down to, it was actually, I think, the bus station in Albuquerque. And an old sweetheart of mine, she started feeling weird, feeling kind of ill in the car, and we pulled over and sitting outside in the dark with these weird ass lights basically over Jemez, over Los Alamos probably. And as I was like looking down at her leg, she just faded out like some Star Trek ship. Just phased. And then, then she became more, she was back or whatever. But that was a weird thing. And years later, I had asked her if she had seen anything. I guess we were on social media, and somehow it came up, and I asked, have you seen anything? And she was like, yeah, that night that we were in the Amos, and I had forgotten about it. And I was like, oh shit, that's right. So who knows? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's all just blue beam projections. They're just messing with our minds. Or if there's actually little doohickeys flying around. Let's see, what's the chat say? Dang, she remembered phasing out. She remembered the lights. I don't know. That's a good question. The phasing out was something that I saw visually. She just, I think, was feeling this state of nausea and panic and just something not being right. I don't know if she ever, in her mind, if she phased. But when okay, so I'm just looking down at my leg, right? So if I was sitting with somebody who's right here and looking down at the jeans, and then as, just grainy, just everything turned grainy, and just weird, like, I don't know. That's a nice rig. Yeah, the trailer. could barely afford the trailer, let alone the van. Yeah, I'm happy for them. Good. I wonder if they're still making payments on that, or like, how does it work out to be a van lifer these days? They might not even be van lifers. That just might be something to hold their fishing rods. But me, as a potential van lifer, past, present, future, road dog, I'm dismayed by the idea, the prospects of $75,000 or more for freaking just a box that rolls. Now I am in the area where I could, oh poor baby, I could get a. Vans are definitely better priced here in Florida than they are in New Mexico. Ow, that is my toe. Stop. I know, I promised you you'd get food. All right, well, I might have to break this feed. I do thank you for joining and your great questions. But I have a wild beast to tame before she starts getting too crazy on me. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back on. But otherwise, it's just pretty quiet. Very well lit. Just check out what's going on. So, an hour and 22. Oh, it's these guys. I didn't get to look at that side of the thing. Alright. Well, thank you so much. Have a very nice evening. Peace and safety. Much love. And be kind. Rewind.